Hi friends, it's Miss April from the West Cobb Regional Library, and it's time for story time to go. Today I'm reading this book. The name of it is Tropical Terry. There's Terry right there, and it was written and illustrated by Jarvis. So here we go. Tropical Terry. In Coral Reef City lived some of the most dazzling schools of tropical fish in all the ocean. Look at all these gorgeous fish, beautiful colors. Dashing and flashing, they spun and swirled in great flurries of color. Swishy, swishy, swooshy, swooshy. And then there was dun, 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 Terry. There he is. Is Terry bright and colorful? What color is Terry? Blue, right? And he kind of just swims along in the sea, which is blue. Doesn't stand out that much, does he? But Terry lived with his best friends, Seela the crab, right there, and Steve the snail. Steve the sea snail. Sea snail. Say that 5 times. Sea snail, snee snail. Again, I'm going to stop and get back to the story. Every day, the 3 friends would play games together. Dodge a dolphin. Seela had great sidestep, zigging and zagging. And shark speed. Steve tried his very best, but sea snails don't move any faster than regular snails. But Terry can zoom and zag and hide a fish. You see, nobody was better at hiding than Terry. See, there's Seela and Steve, and they're like, hey, Terry, where are you? Do you see him? Can you see him down there? There he is, right there. There's Terry. But no matter how many times Terry asked, the fancy fish did not want to play with him and his friends. Hide a fish is such a stupid game, said Long John. It's dull and boring, grunted Goldie. Terry the dull fish, teased Dot. Those aren't very nice things to say, are they? No. The fancy fish got Terry down in the sea dumps. Cheer up, Terry. You don't need them, said Steve. You can play with us, said Seela. But Terry, he couldn't stop thinking about how he could become part of that dashing, flashing crew. He wanted to hang out with them. Then the next morning, Terry had a brilliant idea. What's he doing? Well, he gathered as many bits and pieces as he could find, all in this here. And with Seela and Steve's help and a lot of sticky seaweed, there's a lot of snippy snippy and sticky sticky, Terry became tropical. Wow, look at him. How cool. There's little Terry, but now he's got all this flash with him. Hello, everybody. Just call me Tropical Terry, he bubbled. Terry was now the most dazzling tropical fish in all of Coral Reef City. I mean, look at that. Hi, guys, said Terry, casually. Wow, looking good, Terry, said Long John. Do you want to join us? Asked Goldie. We're going to swim around in circles, said Dot. Woohoo! Swimming around in circles. Doesn't get any better than that, right? The new Tropical Terry was so popular, and soon he was far too busy flaunting and posing to play with Seela and Steve. Oh no. Shimmering and shining, Terry swirled around and around in circles with a swishy swishy and a swooshy swooshy until Eddie the eel. Eddie the eel arrived in Coral Reef City with one thing on his mind. You know what that was? Dinner. He's a pretty big guy, isn't he? And he had a particular taste for big swishy tails and colorful tropical fish. Oh no. The tropical fish swam frantically trying to escape, but Terry's decorations were slowing him down. He couldn't swim as fast. His fins were heavy, his tail sluggish, and bubbles were getting in his eyes. Eddie, meanwhile, was getting closer and closer. His eyes narrowing, his jaws opening wider and wider. What could Terry do? How was Terry going to get away from Eddie the eel? Dodge him, Terry, yelled Selah, and he zigged and he zoomed. Quick, shark speed, shouted Steve. And there he went. And as Terry swerved and died, his decorations began to fall off. The fancy fin, the swooshy tail. Suddenly, Terry knew just what to do. Look at Eddie. He's almost got Terry. Big mouth open wide. He played hide-a-fish. Where'd he go? Do you see him? Can you find him in the book? There he is. There he is. Eddie searched and searched, but he couldn't see Terry anywhere. Nobody, you see, was better at hiding than Terry. Eddie said, "Yo, fishy, fishy, where are you?" Couldn't find him, so Eddie slithered off to find his dinner elsewhere. Yay! The coast was clear. Oh, phew, gasped Terry. If it weren't for Selah and Steve, I'd be Eddie's dinner right now. He'd be in Eddie's tummy, right? And he set off to find them. Selah and Steve were so glad to see their friend back to his old self. Being fancy just wasn't me, said Terry. Now, who wants a game of hide-a-fish? Eddie and Steve were like, woohoo! We do! We do! As well as all the tropical fish. They said, we do, we do. We want to learn how to hide just like you, Terry. So that's how Terry, Selah, Steve, and all the tropical fish became friends. Hooray! And guess what? Guess what? Eddie the eel had to make do with sand sandwiches for the rest of his days. Poor Eddie, but that's the way it goes. And that's the end of Tropical Terry. Yay for Terry and yay for his buddies. All right, so you heard the story and now you can hopefully have your story time to go kit, which includes some book recommendations as well as this week's craft. We're making a jellyfish. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.